Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Unless we are convinced that meditation is an experience and it is not an action, we are lost at this point. When we take meditation as an action, we will be constantly struggling to do something or the other. Then what we will do? We just watch others. Somebody is carrying a yoga mattress, so I will also carry. Somebody is having a mala in his neck, I will also have. He has got ordinary mala, I will have golden one. See? Because for us, meditation is an action. Therefore, the first principle of spiritual life is spirituality is not a part-time profession. It is a full-time preoccupation. And what is full-time? Full-time is experience. Whatever it may be, good or bad, but it is an experience. So, assuming that we accept it, underlying assuming, we accept it. Then meditation is a noun, an experience. So this experience is supposed to be unbroken, continuous. But it is broken in between. So one becomes aware that the experience is broken. Now, for example, now we are sitting here for our satsanga. So, three factors are involved. One is the place, second is the time, and third is the body. So, what we should be? So, if we are in satsanga, during satsanga, we have to be only a satsangi, nothing else. If we are able to understand this principle, then thoughts pertaining to anything will not come in our mind. You know, when something is repeated too many times, we lose the importance and value of that. Like, देखो सुनो मत बोलो, wherever, whenever, whatever you are, be 100%. It is not music, it is an experience. See? So, we have to live 24/7 in meditation. So it is not a verb, but it is an experience. Now the second thing. See? Where the life is lived in the mind, not in the body. Like if you go to somebody's house to meet, knock the door, and a servant opens the door. Yes, Gupta ji hai kya? No, he is not there. Okay, I'll go. I'll come afterwards. No. If he is not there, so what? The furniture is there, the fan is there, the fridge is there. Have we gone to see the house or the one who is living in the house? So body is just a house. The one who is living in the body is the mind. See? Bulb is just a house. The light in the bulb makes the bulb alive. Or otherwise it is fuse. Therefore, next step, meditation is recognizing this, that meditation is not at a physical level, but at the experience level, and experiences happen only in the mind. See. Now, third step. Is the experience happening to the mind or someone else? See? Like there is a noise. So that noise is heard by the mind. Now, if we are getting disturbed because of that mind, then somebody is born. If there is sound, it is heard, and we are not disturbed, then we are living in meditation. See? So, world, we have no control. What is the world? Things and beings. Things changes. Beings, different types of interactions at a different period of time. On this, we have no control. They are received through our faculties, sense organs, in our mind. So the mind is only experiencing sound or silence. Up to here, samsara has not begun. Now when those sounds are creating ripples, disturbances in the mind, the next step is, are we getting associated with the disturbances and become disturbed, or we are experiencing the disturbances but we do not get identified with the disturbances as I am disturbed. See, this we have to understand. It is not done. See? Now the next step. Who is this who is disturbed? See? Now take this light. In this light alone, everything is experience. But the light is not disturbed by what is illuminated by the light. Let it be a discourse or a disco. It makes no difference to the light. As much the light is not disturbed by what is illuminated, that much electricity is also not disturbed. See? Now what is the difference between these two? The light is not disturbed and electricity is also not disturbed. Because light is not the reality. It is just a manifestation. It doesn't have independent existence. If there is no filament, electricity cannot express as light. In the same manner, mind is the filament through which the pure consciousness expresses. That expression is called as light or life. So light is not reality. Now why the light is not disturbed? Because it is not real. Why the electricity is not disturbed? Because it is not touched by anything. Now bring this principle to yourself. Pure consciousness that we are not disturbed. And the experiencer, experiencing the sound or the forms or the words. Now the one who is disturbed, find out, is this one who is disturbed is real or just a phenomenon? Then we come to discover it is only by practice we have become somebody. So who is this one? So in place of the light, we put the reflection of consciousness in the thought. So thought is the filament. Reflection of consciousness in the thought is where the knowledge is happening. I know, I don't know. This I, who knows, who doesn't know, if he is understanding that I am not disturbed at all, because not existing. Light is not the reality. Similarly, the one who is disturbed is not the real. The sun is not the real. Man reflected in the thought of Father, the reflected man in the thought of Father is the sun. See? Therefore, we have to understand meditation is not doing something, but all what we have been doing in our whole life. We have to start undoing that. So what we are doing, constantly getting involved with everything and everybody. See? Now learn to withdraw. Enough is enough. No expectations of anything from anybody. See, that is why Vairagyameva abhayam. Vairagya means you don't have to leave your wife, husband, children, all that and go to the forest. There you start another one. Problem is only our not understanding the basics of life. See? Now, where the consciousness is reflected, where our face is reflected, on the wall, no. On the floor, no. On the ceiling, no. Where? In the mirror. As much wall, ceiling, floor is inert, that much mirror is also inert. But only in the mirror the reflection happens. In the same manner, body is inert, sense organs are inert, mind is inert. But when the mind is carrying in its womb a content, then it is a thought. And in that thought alone, consciousness can reflect as Chidabhasa. See? So there are two lights. One is the general light. Like if you see, look at me, you are observing two lights. One is the general light. In the general light, everything is seen as it is. And wherever the skin is tight, there is a spot of the light. In the same manner, general light is life. And there is a specific light. Somebody is my friend, my enemy, my relation. There is a specific point. And the specific point is the thought containing that content in the mind. Therefore, This body who is born is like the dot or a spot of the Vishesh Prakash, specific light. General light is Paramatma, specific light is Jivatma. General is man, specific is husband. See. If this is understood, then we will be able to proceed further, leading life in meditation. See? So now let us understand how the thoughts are formed. Thoughts are formed when an object enters the mind. See? Like if you take a latex rubber tubing, leave it on the table, it's just lying. Then in that latex rubber tubing, put one maybe a glass ball or any object. Wherever there will be the object, that side, that place, the walls will have tension. Other part of the latex tube will be relaxed. Because something other than the latex tube has entered. Now what is to be done? Remove that. The moment we remove, the tube comes to the normal condition. See? The story doesn't end, it is the beginning of the story. So, this is a gross example. An object entering the latex tubing. The latex tube is also gross, object is also gross. But how the things enter the mind? Things enter the mind when we give disproportionate importance and value to anything in this world. See? So, when the wife has entered my mind, a thought is formed, and that thought is called as husband. Now, the first step. Now, from that husband thought, many thoughts will be born again and again, again and again. See? And that flow of thoughts is samsara. Thoughts are no samsara. Flow of thoughts is samsara. When we take bath in Ganges, we enjoy. But if the Ganges are if the Ganges are in floods, then what will happen? Then we are taken away not by the water. We are taken away by the flow of the water. Thoughts are no problem. Thoughts create a flow, and we get carried away by that flow. See, so thought is not a problem. The flow of thought is the problem. Now, how the flow of thought happens? When the theme is something finite. See? Like today, after our satsang is over, then we have to pack up the things. We have to do this thing and this thing. I have told everybody, I hope they will do it. Otherwise, I have to do it because I am in contact with the person. Going on. What is the theme? Useless. So whenever the theme is finite, you cannot stop thought flow. For that, our scriptures tell, when you chant the Lord's name, what happens? So what is the thought flow? Thought flow is we keep on talking to ourselves. This is the thought flow. So when we tell you, stop talking to yourself, then, so should we stop taking Lord's name? No, not that way. Because the theme is finite, a flow will happen. But take the infinite theme, Sri Ram, Jai Ram, complete. This thought, Sri Ram, Jai Ram, will not breed the next thought. Therefore, if we are disturbed, sit quiet and take the mala in the hand and chant slowly. Sri Ram, Jai Ram. And this is chanted like what? Not like Ayurvedic medicine. Somehow gulp it. Lord's name is chanted as we take a chocolate in our mouth. We don't bite the chocolate. We put it in the mouth, in the park, in the corner. घंटे तक मजा आता है. See? What is the result? The flow of thought will be arrested. And the flow of thought can happen anytime. So, what is living in meditation? Be aware. Are we carried away by some thought flow? And we are carried away by thought flow when we keep on talking to ourselves. Therefore, if we train ourselves, whenever we are free, not doing something here and there, immediately switch off the world and start chanting Sri Ram Jai. You don't have to show to others in your mind. And when you know somebody is a disturbing factor, take out the mala like a AK-47 and tell, my Guru told me to chant the Lord's name when you are traveling, okay? I'm sorry, I cannot talk to you. I have to obey my Guru Maharaj. You need not chant, but you have to protect yourself from unwanted questions in this world. Where are you from? Why were you born? It has no meaning. We don't want to know anything about anybody. We don't have to talk anything about ourselves. The net result is you will start living in presence, not present. So, what is meditation therefore? So when we do not bring the past, when there was one place I read beautiful. Me and my friend, we are in love for last 60 years. Very happy. But then we got married and samsara began. See? Because you became somebody. What is becoming? Becoming is being possessive. Belong. Don't be possessive. See? When you belong, you have submitted, accepted. When we become possessive, it should be like this. See? Like the suitcase. Suitcase belongs to us. कहीं भी रख दो, no problem. Suitcase has no problem. We have problem. Why did you keep my suitcase there? Samsara begins. See? When we are thus able to recognize that life is lived by the mind, and the mind, instead of experiencing, it starts reacting to every experience. This reactionary habit of the mind is not natural condition, it is we have created. It is like what? If you see next time, any river steadily flowing in one direction, no ripples, no nothing, simple flowing, calm and quiet, deep, no disturbance. But in between, if there is a tree or a rock or something, at that particular point you observe next time, there is a ebbing of the water. The waters are running in the opposite direction. Only for a few moments. And there the water looks white. See? Because the water is wanting to go in the opposite direction. Why? Because somebody has come in between. A stone, a tree, or a rock. In the same manner, life's river is flowing beautifully from womb to the tomb. In between, a rock comes. Father. Then all the thoughts of the person will be with reference to the Father. Then, during that period only, in that area only, then again the water continues, dropped it behind, water doesn't stop there, don't continue. Then another rock comes, wife, then again thoughts come. Then again water continues, the water of life continues. Then children, another. It's continuously happening. And there is no end to it. These are a few examples only. But so many rocks come in between. In-laws, outlaws, friends, children, and finance, health. Constantly. Therefore, what is required? I'll tell you one story. Through that, you should be able to catch it. I was in Australia, and there is an area, they call it Cairns or something, and that area in the sea, maybe about 4 or 5 kilometers inside from the beach, one of the 7 wonders of the world, that coral reef is there. Very long one, miles together. So we went in that boat, about 4 or 5 kilometers inside. And then they gave us something to put on the mask, and that some tube coming out, you have to breathe through that, and that funny kind of dress, because it is not very warm water, but not very cold also. And then for the feet, they have given that fence type of shoes. So you can then go and do snooking, whatever you call snooker. So along with everybody, I also got down. Because I had never done it earlier, so I didn't know how to do that. I had tried, but it was becoming very uncomfortable. I forget about it. Don't struggle. I came out, got into the boat. I said, hey man, remove this thing. So that person said, hey, you came all the way from India and you are removing it. See, people come here. I said, anyway, you remove this. Now what will you do? How will you see that? I said, I'll jump in the sea. So he looked at me. Jump. And I jumped. And he shouted, "Oh God, what happened to this fellow?" Then I know swimming, so I went deep. How much? Maybe about 10 feet or so. And I could touch the corals with my hand. Now, leave the story aside. What I have learned. On the surface, the waves were buffeting. But in the same place, when you go deep, there are no waves. When we are living at the surface level, you will be buffeted by possessions and relations. So, go deep. What is the depth? Mother, father, brother, sister, in-law, outlaw. Surface level. Start going deep. Man, woman. Start going deep. We are here not to suffer, but be such a perfect instrument through which divine can express. And what is a perfect instrument? Perfect instrument is that which does not have its own agenda. Mic does not have anything to talk to. Then only this mic is between you and me. We have no personal agenda. How to live? Jo thari rahe, sumari rahe. So when we go deep in the waters, waves, etc. have no meaning. In the same manner, when we go deep within ourselves, we are only surface swimmers. And then there is no end to the waves coming. And each wave will have its own progeny. So sometimes we are worried about the children, sometimes worried about the wife, sometimes worried about the husband, sometimes worried about the job. There is no end to that. Go deep. And to go too deep, our Maha Mantra. Whatever, whenever you, whatever you are, be 100% Karnatak. Don't carry that burden of that particular role that you are playing and contaminate all other roles. See? Somebody wrote me, called me first of all. Swamiji, see, this is what happened. My son, he has been very intelligent and he did his thing, he graduated, everything. But last more than 8-9 months, no job. So he's frustrated. I don't know what to do. So I said, take him to such and such person, I will talk to him. Swamiji, I said, don't talk in between. When I say, you do that. Okay, Swamiji. Don't become angry. I said, you should thank me. You are not near me. I would have hit you. So he took him to that person. And then all the problems were solved. Swamiji, I don't know how to thank you. What I have done? Instead of working on the problem, we start reacting. And what is the working? Be attentive. We have to understand the standpoint of others. If we understand the standpoint of others, you will never misunderstand anybody in life. See? So we are the victim of our standpoint. And then, see, they don't understand me. Have you understood yourself? See, friends, with this understanding, living 24/7 is living in meditation. See, friends? And when this is consciously practiced, our quality of our life will be totally different. See? There is one girl very close to me. She doesn't understand Hindi. Being a Tamilian, doesn't understand Hindi. But she is so different. Anybody who sees her, Swamiji, there's something different in that girl. I said, yeah, that's why she's around me, or else I would have kicked. What is that? She doesn't understand Hindi, but she is absolutely at peace. 1 hour, 2 hours, even if there is where I have to sit, she'll sit quiet. Absolutely at peace. Your peace of mind is reflected in the depth of your eyes. Your peace of mind is reflected in the health of your skin. See? So, meditation is not chitta vritti nirodha. Meditation is use the mind. But don't get entangled in the mind. And that entanglement is others should understand us. We are not ready to understand others. See, friends. And this is not only half an hour a day, but we have to live in this mode 24/7. And therefore, chanting the Lord's name is one of the most potent practice by which this flow of thought is arrested. You know what is chanting Lord's name is like? If the road is very good, straight, no disturbance of any kind, and you have got complete freedom to drive, like in Germany, they don't have, in some of the roads, there is no speed limit. See? That road is got peculiar, Bahan, something like that. Autobahn. So, no speed limit. So you go. And when you are going with the speed, and if you doze in between for 1 microsecond, it is enough. So, life is going beautifully. We start taking things for granted. And then suddenly, one day, what we have taken for granted is not like that. And then suddenly, oh, what happened? Frustration begins. Therefore, when we are leading our life, the moment a thought flow is happening, immediately put a speed breaker, rumble strip. Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. The thought flow will break. So, chanting the Lord's name is not to please God, is not to get something in return, in exchange. See, chanting the Lord's name is arresting the unwanted flow of thoughts without going to sleep. Is for that purpose. Then only meditation becomes meaningful. So we are not gaining anything. See? And when our mind thus is trained, no more reactions, no more struggle, no more misunderstanding, no more expectations. then the mind is essentially divine. See? That divinity of the mind is contaminated, polluted by the desires. See? And how the desires are born? When an object enters our mind, the mind with the content is a desire. See? Mind is the source of all happiness. Undisturbed mind is happiness. Disturbed mind is misery. And what is the disturbance? Something has entered in the mind, and then as a result of that, a thought is formed, and on that thought, there is a reflection of the consciousness, Chidabhasa. Then a body is born, and that body, I want this thing, I want this thing. And then you get it, immediately the contents are removed, the body disappears, and you are happy. But what happens? We imagine, I wanted that particular thing, like let's take coffee. I wanted coffee and I got coffee and I am so happy now. And therefore, happiness comes from coffee. Our conclusion. That is a wrong conclusion. If coffee is the source of happiness, everybody in the world should be happy with coffee. But it doesn't happen. Because Britishers take the tea break, we in America take coffee break. They are driving on the left side, we'll drive on the right side. See? The whole world is using the metric, we'll use the oriental. Someone extraordinary. Spiritual life is not becoming extraordinary. Remain ordinary. Simple. See? With this understanding, our attention will be recognizing where we have gone wrong. Not who is wrong. We are expert in finding out somebody else's fault. See? A lamp can illuminate everything, but below that there is a darkness. We can teach everybody goody thing, but in us, darkness. See, friends. Therefore, work on the mind, work on the mind. And for that, we have to be disciplined in our life. Discipline begins with one most important thing. Begin your day in an inspired, happy mode. Otherwise, again, I'll get up after some time. Satyanas. See? Begin your day in an inspired mode. See? When you are inspired, you are happy. When you are bored, you cannot be happy. Laziness. So start your day as early as you can comfortably. Finish your morning ABCD. And now we are working on the mind. We are not doing meditation, remember. Then, now start. Take any theme. Now we are doing experiment on our mind. Take any theme. Son's education. So mind will start. Oh, now he has completed 12th standard, he has to go there, I'll be, and I hope he get the admission. Talking to yourself. Talk for some time. And they say, now enough is enough, okay? Now, stop it. But that is also important. Chant Lord's name. Sri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Sri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Chant for some time. Then you will see the flow of thoughts pertaining to that particular issue has slowly come to an end. Then play, take another theme, become somebody, again start thinking. See? Again do the same experiment. Slowly, one day you will get a catch. Immediately. It will be like what? So easy, like changing the channel on the TV. This is one of the most important spiritual practice. See? Once I was invited in a Gujarati house in San Jose. When I went, I said, "Hey, where is your wife?" "Swamiji, she had a job today, she could not take a leave. That's why I came to pick you up." I said, "All right. Let's take food." Then he started. "Swamiji, my son is like this, that thing. Then I knew I am going to be tortured. So I had to take food. I can't fight. Then suddenly I changed the topic. I said, "Hey, I hope you have not made dhokla. I don't like dhokla, this thing, that thing. Let me see what it is." He is talking about his son's problem and I am talking about dhokla. See, we have to have the ability to change the topic instantaneously. Don't get carried away. But we get carried away by our thoughts. Arrest it. And thoughts can be arrested only by wisdom. If you arrest the thought, chitta vritti nirodha, the poison will still remain. It is like suppressing the disease, not getting rid of the disease. See? Like the pathogen is a foreign body. To remove that pathogen, we take medicine. Medicine is also a foreign body. So what happens? The pathogenic organisms are attacked by the medicine, which is also a foreign body. After that is destroyed, then the medicine also is removed from the body. It doesn't remain. What remains is health. We don't have to become healthy. We are healthy. We became diseased because entrance of the foreign body. So what is the foreign body for the mind? Things and beings. And both of them relational. Possessions of the things, sukha kachra, and getting disturbed because of the relations, gila kachra. Throw it away. How to throw it away? Become Babaji? No. Don't take it seriously. Do your drama, whatever you are supposed to do. See? Slowly and steadily, you will gain a poise in your life. To that extent, the meaning of the scriptures will be different. Then we understand what is the import of a particular statement given in our scriptures. See? But if we are imagining spiritual life or meditation is doing, then you see, Bhagavad Gita also told, Shushinam Srimate Shucho Deshi Pradishtapya, we have to do that meditation. Do you think Bhagavan Krishna was wrong and you are right? No. Do it. See? And then Jiva is nobody, nowhere. There is nothing like Jiva. Do you think Bhagavan is wrong? It is said that Shuchinam Srimatam Gehe Yoga Bhrashto Bijayate. Yoga Bhrashta is there. Is there any Jnana Bhrashta or Bhakti Bhrashta? Karma bhrashta is there. Yoga bhrashta is there. Because they are doing something. Knowledge dissolves the I through inquiry. And devotion dissolves the I through surrender. Both of them are the same thing. See? So meditation is getting freedom from this spurious I. So these two aspects. One aspect is understanding, knowledge, and learning from one's experiences in the light of the scriptures. See? And second thing, whatever we are doing, we have to be very clear that there is a divine hand behind us. Every single experience in our life is designed for our evolution. Don't react. If we react, we are not in tune with the divine will. See, friends, if you go by the wrong road, you will be facing lot of vehicles. In the same manner, if we go the wrong way in our life, we will be facing only problems. Therefore, again and again work on this thing. Different type of new techniques you can discover. Not a mechanical thing. Every day, okay, see in the morning, do this and then do the pranayama. You do that, but that is not all. We have to live 24/7. See. So every day do some new experiments on yourself so that you know what your mind is like. See? So sometime you change your food habit and then see how the mind is reacting. Sometime you observe fast and see how the mind is reacting. Sometime you change the mantra. Suppose you are doing Om Namah Shivaya. Okay, tomorrow onwards, instead of this mantra, I will do Sri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. And then watch the mind. What is the mind? But you know that mantra also, what Shivji will feel, Do you think he is listening to you? See, work on the mind. And as the time passes, one day you will discover what? There are no impressions formed on our mind as a result of our interaction with the world. If this is achieved, then we have lived in meditation. Bhagavan says the same thing. Sukha dukkhe same krutva labha labho jaya jayo tato yuddhayo yujjasva naivam papam avapsasi. So what is the papa? Papa is impressions on the mind, both good and bad. If there is a good impression, we will be attached. If there is a bad impression, we will be hating. And the net result is mind will be again polluted by likes and dislikes. And our life, as it was earlier, guided by the likes and dislikes. See? Not by wisdom. See? So what spiritual life it is? I like this, I don't like this thing. This guru I like, that guru I don't like. No. Attention is on our peace of mind. Again, in Bhagavad Gita, the same Krishna tells, in the same chapter, I told the other day, Nasti buddhihi ayuktasya nacha yuktasya bhavana nacha bhavaita shanti ashantasya kutas sukham. No buddhi, we are not able to get the import of the scriptural statement. No bhavana, nor we are able to love the world and everything without clause. Accept the world as it is. If we are swimming in the river, along the direction of the flow, you will have zero efforts. But when we go across or the opposite, you will struggle in life. See? So, do this bhavana. Every single thing is God's grace. See? A devotee, a real devotee, not the make-up devotee, a real devotee is able to see divine grace in the most miserable event of his or her life. And a fake devotee, he will not be able to understand even if he gets everything. See? Oh Lord, it's okay, you give everything, but I want one more. Why? My neighbor, he should be destroyed. So Lord say, okay. And this is heard by the neighbor. Then what I have to do? Do this japa, then your neighbor will be destroyed. So the neighbor also does the same japa. Then there are two cases in front of Lord. So, first person's will is this. Okay, what is your desire? Sir, do one thing. Whatever you give me, give double to my neighbor. Okay, see, so you are such a good person. What you want? My one eye should be blind. Make it both eyes blind. Then I will be happy. This is not spiritual life. Don't demand, don't ask. See? Ultimately, living in meditation is living at zero desire level. Zero desire level means what? Living at zero complaint level. Desires express as complaints. I wanted that, but I never got it. Because you don't need it. Whatever is needed, the God gives us. Remember this principle. Then knowledge and devotion, it will come together. And then the result will be experienced. Knowledge is dissolving the I, and devotion is surrendering the I to the God's will. Meaning is the same. See? Whether your hunger is satiated or your hunger is removed, meaning is the same. This is how knowledge and devotion, they are like the two wings of a bird. See? If only one wing is strong and the other wing is weak, that bird will be wriggling in the same space. He can't fly up in the sky. In the same manner, now the last thought, in the same manner, apply Vedanta on ourselves and with others devotion. We exactly opposite we do. See, there is a tremendous pain in the knee. Actually, body is meant for that, okay? Don't worry. But if there is a little bit of pain, oh God, too much of pain. No. Vedanta to be applied on oneself. Bhagavan Shankara says, applying Vedanta on ourselves, atyanta malino dehaha, dehi chatyante nirmalaha, asango hamiti jnatva, shauchametat prachakshate. Get out of the body identification. About others. Deho devalaya proktaha, dehi devo niranjanaha, architaha sarvabhavena svanubhutya prakashate. So as regard our body is concerned, most dirty, filthy thing. When other bodies are concerned, they are the abode of the Lord. Architaha sarvabhavena. Serve, love, surrender, help. And this cannot be for half an hour. It has to be a 24/7. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.